Hi YouTube, my name is Alexis OConnell, and today in our physics discussion I'm going to be talking about position, velocity, and acceleration. In this case, we're talking about a treasure map that you found, and you started out at a certain point and you took two more steps to get there. And to get to the first step, it took you 40 seconds to get there. And to get to the second step, it took you 30 seconds to get there. So the question is asking, what was your average velocity going from the start to the finish? So we're going to calculate the average velocity from start to finish. So right now in this graph, we're talking about displacement, position. So the units are going to be in meters. So first you start out at -2, and then you go to the second point right there at -1, 2, and then you move to your third point at 3, -1. So your displacement from your starting point, which is over here, to your ending point, which is over here, is -4 in the y direction, and you move to +5 meters in the x direction, in the positive x hat direction. So in order to find the average velocity, we need to know that average velocity equals change in position, or change in displacement, which is a vector, over change in time. And it's important to know that these units, velocity and displacement, are vector quantities, which means they are going to need to have a direction at the end. So because it asks for average velocity, not average speed, we're going to need to add a direction to that. So that little delta means the change, so final minus initial. So change in x minus change, x final minus x initial. And we found that by, well, we know we went -4 in the y direction and +5 in the x direction. So by using the Pythagorean theorem, we could say the square root of a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So here we go. We have -4 squared plus 5 squared equals 6.403. So that is our displacement for that chart. So we have that displacement in meters, and the question gives you the time. So it tells you that to get from point 1 to point 2, it's 40 seconds. Point 2 to point 3 is 30 seconds. So since we're doing average velocity, we need to find the total time it took to get from point A to C, which is to finish, which is 70 seconds. So 6.408 meters divided by 70 seconds, and that gives us 0.09 meters per second. Just type that in the calculator. And to find the angle, I chose this angle right here. And to do that, I did opposite over adjacent, which is tangent. And so inverse tangent of opposite over adjacent is -51.34. So that means, oh, and that's degrees. So that means that if we relocated the origin to the starting point at 0, 0, we would know that it would be -51.34 degrees below the positive x hat direction. And there we go. We have our little discussion on position, velocity, and acceleration. Thank you.